Hello, Speed Gamers, and welcome back to the Winter 2026 Super Metroid Map Randomizer Tournament. I am here joined by Sunwoo Farmer, joining me on comms, and we have TechnoWaffle versus Mr. Draig. This is round one, as are all of the matches this week. And Sunwoo, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm looking forward to this race. Should be good. We got gravity plus or 9+1 to start, so get things rolling extra fast.
Yeah. So we should be going any second now, because I think, yeah, our race room is a little bit behind the race room, but yeah, there we go. It's going to take a little bit at the start to get our racers synced up, because we don't really know how synced they are until the timers start. So, but we'll put some delay on Techno's stream here in a minute once the timers get started, so they're synced up. But we are starting with Gravity 9+1. This is one of the multi-category categories left over from last tournament. In these settings, the players start with Gravity Suit and a bunch of energy tanks, basically to kind of simulate having both Gravity and Varia without actually giving both suits. So this setting can often lead to some very fast seeds because you can just run straight through a whole bunch of stuff. The water doesn't really slow you down. You don't really have to worry about heated rooms. They're not irrelevant, but there's almost no rooms you can't get through in terms of heat with this loadout. Starting out, we got West Ocean. Techno picking up speed super early, so we don't have to worry about any speed locks. So that's nice. It's one of the things that can really mess you up in a race if you get to the end and there's a room you can't cross without speed booster and you left it behind somewhere else. You just have to wonder, where on earth did I leave it behind? But that is something our runners probably don't have to worry about this seed.
Yeah, speed booster this early is just more reason to try to grab as much ammo as possible.
Yeah.
Hope for supers.
So don't see morph yet. Usually it comes up pretty early, but
yeah, well, you never know. We could have a late morph seed here.
We could. Techno using speed to get across parlor, but he doesn't have missiles for that missile door, so he's just gonna reset and try something else. Aqueduct, that is usually one of the first things you want to look for when you get speed booster, because there are 2 items locked behind speed, and right there's our morph.
Morph and missiles. We got one of the ammo blocks down.
Yep. So Techno, I'm guessing, is going to go back to top left of parlor because he saw that missile door.
Right.
Draig over here going further past West Ocean.
Just trying to find that top of Ocean.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because there are a couple items up there that could be very valuable. First one is super missiles. So we don't have to worry about green doors anymore. We still don't know where power bombs are, but we could get power bombs right here for all we know.
Yeah.
Techno struggling a little bit, finally gets it. The timing on that is deceptively tough sometimes.
Yeah.
Yo, nice moonfall from Draig.
It's almost like you want to fire a few frames later than you think.
Mm-hmm.
I have trouble hitting the item sometimes.
Yeah. I do the lazy way, and I jump like onto the platform first and spark from there, so I'm closer to the item when I get up there. But that does lose a little bit of time.
Oh, yes. I can see that.
Draig gonna spark through the bottom left of climb, which is an unusual An unusual option. You don't see it come up very much, but I mean, it could get him something good because I think this would be in logic as long as there's a way back. Which we'll see if there's a runway on the other side.
Yeah, that's
Oh, super door. That's unfortunate.
definitely a weird play, but I could definitely see like it leading to something.
Yeah, Draig also doesn't have Morph Ball yet, so hopefully he runs into Aqueduct soon. Because the further away you get from Morph, the worse time you're going to have in a race like this.
Spazer already. Oh god.
Spazer Beam! I will let the chat decide their own opinions on Spazer Beam. But either way, it's it's a fun item to see, whichever perspective you take on it.
Yeah, it's an item.
It is an item.
Ooh, okay, so only. Oh, dude, nice wall jumps by Techno.
That all important reserve tank the Techno just got, because he definitely needed more of those. Of all of the items in the game, it is one of them. That is true. Draig did finally get his morph. We'll see if he checks the sand pits. Doing sand pits blind and doing them early is a pretty bold play most of the time, but given that we have gravity suit already, it probably isn't all that bad of a call, because no matter what's at the bottom, you should be able to get out. Aside from like super doors or power bomb doors in this case.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Techno's definitely cooking.
Yep.
Got all the ammo, grab speed, morph. Missing a can fly for some weird situations that speed doesn't cover, but
Yep. So as the name implies, he's got a lot of tech.
yeah.
Techno, one of our highest. I'm sorry, that was bad. One of our higher rated runners in the tournament. He's ranked 9 out of 64. Meanwhile, Draig being ranked 52, I believe. But Draig is not a stranger to randomizers. I believe, if I understand correctly, he's newer to Map Rando itself, but he's also done a lot of other Super Metroid and randomizers. So he will have a good number of tricks in his pocket and some pretty good movement, I'm sure. So no one to sleep on. But he, at least on paper, he's definitely at a disadvantage here. Yo, welcome, SpeedGaming viewers. We're here with TechnoWaffle versus Mr. Draig. Still game 1, still early. Started with Gravity 9+1.
Yes, welcome Speed Gaming. So Mr. Drag did have a little reset there, and he is recollecting his items.
Did he die or just reset? Or
I
both?
believe he got soft locked right there.
That's always unfortunate, especially that's one of the things in Map Rando that's different from standard randomizers. As the name implies, it's not just the items that are randomized; it's the entire map. All of the rooms in the map are randomized. So in a normal randomizer, you might be able to like learn the map you're dealing with and know where all the dangerous soft locks are. So it's like, okay, I just need to not go down there. Or you might be able to calculate, oh, I know what the map is like, so I can make sure I can get out before I go in. Map Rando, 1, there's a lot more scenarios to think about, and 2, sometimes you just don't know. You don't know what is on the other side of a given door, let alone what rooms are connected to it. So sometimes you might just go in somewhere and either not realize or just take a gamble that you won't get soft locked, and it doesn't always work out in your favor. Yeah, so Techno trucking along. He's got Spazer and Plasma in terms of items of an advantage, but those don't really give progression per se. So if that's all Techno gets and Draig somehow follows a different path and finds some different majors, that could make the question of who's in the lead a bit more interesting.
Yeah.
It's like you never dislike seeing Plasma, but sometimes you see Plasma and you're just like, I wish it was something else.
For sure.
Draig trying to get this wall jump morph. This is not an easy wall jump to do, but he gets up there toward these items. Getting his first power bombs here in a little bit. This wouldn't be in logic, would it, for hard difficulty? I don't think this 3-tile wall jump, but he knocks it out. He got it. That's again nice. These are not easy jumps to make.
Yeah, now he's got it. Okay. Now he can powerbomb his way out if he wanted to.
Yeah, he could. I think he's just being stubborn and trying to save that ammo. Especially early game. If you only have 5 power bombs, that can really be difficult to manage. Because there aren't a lot of enemies that drop power bombs. So if you run out, it can be tough to find a farm when you need one.
Definitely. You always got to keep in mind your count. I've wasted 2 to get here. I need 2 to get back. Mm-hmm. You know, 1 for spare, hopefully.
Yeah. Oh, Techno reset out of Plasma. That's interesting. So on paper, you could argue that Techno and Draig are in the same place right now. Techno obviously has more information, but resetting out of that is puts them back on the same playing field in terms of equipment. I guess Techno does have super missiles, but I'm sure Draig will find those quickly enough.
Yes. We can hope anyway.
Yeah.
He'll get blocked off soon. Be routed into it. It's interesting. Which way going to all that? I guess you got a farm. And
we got a major here. Base jump.
Where's our can fly?
Yeah, because we didn't have bombs or anything before.
Yes.
So if I'm Techno, I'm looking for something like ship, or maybe I'm trying to think of where else that's important. Everest, maybe? Because we don't have high jumps, like the middle top door of Everest wouldn't have been in logic before, which Techno has already done that. I saw him at least trying to do that earlier.
Maybe like a croc escape missile thing.
Yeah, could be.
I think we did see a ship. It is in this area. It's all the way to the right with a couple missile packs by it. I did. Maybe an X2. Might be an X over there.
Zachary, he could gravity jump up to it, but it is a precise enough gravity jump that it's not in hard logic. It's in very hard, I believe. So that's one of those things where most experienced players will just do it anyway, but you also need to be aware when something is or isn't in logic, even if you can do it, because if you do something out of logic, that could mean you're skipping an item that it wanted you to have, and that item could be very important later.
First try. Gate glitch.
Also, shout out to Sacrijets for tracking this race. Sorry if I butchered your name. But yeah, we love trackers around here. They do great work, and we cannot put speed gaming races on the restream without having a tracker assigned to it. So I'll always show some love to your trackers.
So we got 3 majors and Draig on with another major behind it. These other 2 majors are blocked by was it Pirate Shaft?
Interesting.
That's, yeah, with only 2 power bombs, that's not going to be doable.
Draig?
He's going to have to farm.
Yeah, Draig just located X-Ray Hall, which makes me think that might be what Space Jump is for.
Oh, yeah. I could definitely see that.
Yeah, but it was the first room in Wrecked Ship coming off of Norfair. Draig trying to do a wall jump here, just gonna bail and do the gravity jump. Oh, barely missed it. That's unfortunate. Yeah, if you didn't know, so gravity jumping basically works by jumping, then pausing and turning off gravity. Turning off gravity changes how your momentum works so that you actually get a much higher jump than you could have with either like with or without gravity by itself. But the earlier the pause happens, so like you want to be jumping right before the pause fade out ends, so that you get as much momentum as possible before turning off gravity suit. So Draig was just a little bit early on the jump there, so he didn't quite get enough height to get out.
Past these pirates, and then there's 2 majors. Well, at least 2. Because one of them's back of the gauntlet. Going back down.
Yo, let's go X-Ray.
X-Ray, let's go. Okay, he's picking it up. I approve.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is going to be like charge beam, so that reset of plasma is really going to come back and be like, haha.
Yep.
No way.
See, you said that, and I trusted you because I thought maybe Techno had peaked it earlier, or maybe Draig had peaked it earlier, and you just
That's
happened
awesome.
to see that. No. GG's, nice call out. Let's go.
Okay. That's usually my luck if I do something like that. Oh, reset an item. Oh, something else just came up that would make that item perfect.
Okay, so the Techno right now has 11 tanks, and he has plasma only, not like plasma ice or plasma wave. How close do you think he is to considering Ridley with this loadout?
Oh gosh.
If he re-gets plasma.
If he re-gets plasma, I mean, he might feel comfortable. He doesn't have high jump though. That make it a little better.
Iraqi says he thinks if he gets wave, ice, or 5 more supers. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Because that would be, with plasma only, would be a 40-shot Ridley, which is quite a lot of heat damage you'd be taking. One pack of supers probably takes off about 7 or 8 of those shots, I think. If my quick math is right. Yes, plasma is only 450 per charge shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
See the planned races? I think there's a chat command for that. Yes, that's it. Perfect. Thank you, Sakri. Techno said before he doesn't feel comfortable with the fight without high jump, so I think he'll only do it if he gets more supers in another beam. Yeah. Yeah, and then, yeah, that's a really good point. If you're trying to DPS Ridley and you don't have high jump, oh no. Techno almost died. I thought he was going to die there because he took a double hit with those reserves. You see, he only has 120 health left, and I think both reserves were full. That's a weird quirk of reserve tanks. If your tanks are too full, they will take a longer time to refill, and by the time they've refilled, it will have exhausted the invulnerability frames that you had from the hit, so you'll just get hit again by whatever hit you once. So that can be really dangerous. Sometimes having more health in your reserve tank is actually worse than having like 20 or 30.
Got through the fight. Dragon is down.
Oh, and he gets massively rewarded. There's Varia.
Oh, okay. Yep. Well, now he probably feels comfortable if he gets plasma.
Yep. And another thing that, like, I don't think we mentioned at the beginning about Gravity 9+1, it's almost the same as having Varia because you don't have to worry about any heated rooms, really. The one major downside over Varia is you're exhausting a resource whenever you go through a heated room in these settings. You're burning through all of your health, and you need to farm it back up afterwards. So it still can be a bit tricky because the more time you spend in a heated room, or the more heated rooms you go through, the more time you have to spend just sitting there farming to get that health back. Draig seeing space jump and deciding to reset out of it, which is it's an interesting decision because, like, again, we kind of talked about before, there weren't that many things we could think of that space jump is useful for, but there are some things. X-ray Hall notably being one of them, which he already saw. So I don't know if have we seen all the bosses yet?
I don't believe so. I think we're still missing Kraid, and we haven't seen Fantoon, have we? Or
no, I don't think we have. So a boss, or I don't know if there's really any important items left at this point. We have speed, that would have been our can fly, and Techno found Varia. So I don't know what else really useful could be over there for Draig. But at the same time, he doesn't know that. For all he knows, Plasma and Varia could be in Wreck Ship. But resetting out, because he did have to go across Pillar Room, it is understandable, like we were talking about. It would have taken a long time to farm the health to get back through Pillar Room. So it is still an understandable reset. Picking up Plasma. He will keep that one. High five! Yeah, so Techno is probably just going straight back for Ridley, I think.
Yeah, I think so. And then he'll lead on and explore the rest of the maps. Have we seen Mother Brain yet either? I don't believe we have.
Yeah, I don't think so. I wasn't watching that carefully, but
no, I don't think so. So we'll definitely see it coming up.
This is interesting for Techno. Techno knows X-Ray Hall here is in logic because he's seen Speed Booster, and he just sparked across. So he'll have to just damage tank his way back if he doesn't find grapple or something on the other side, which I'm sure Techno is pretty comfortable with that. It's not too bad going left to right.
Yeah, he should be okay.
Yeah. And also, I didn't realize before there was a runway for X-Ray Hall, so that means Draig probably isn't going to get punished very hard for skipping space jump, even if he does decide to go that direction.
True.
Oh, did Techno keep space? I thought he got rid of it.
No, Mr. Draig just did.
Okay.
Techno kept it.
Gotcha.
Definitely gonna be, yeah. I'm sure Draig feels really rough right now. He's going up against one of the top seeds in the tournament and knows he's probably a little behind from his fumbles in the beginning. So I could see him trying to just skip and make it work.
Techno going for a very weird trick that is in logic. For some reason, I never got the mechanics of why, but for some reason, when you stand in that room with the big wave gate, if you back up all the way against the wall, jump, and shoot a super at where the wave gate is, it will hit it from the wrong side. And that's the only like easy right-facing wave gate that I know of you can do from the wrong side.
Yeah.
Very, very important trick to learn because it does come up a decent number of times in your average hard tricky seed.
That was always the thing to do in the Varia randomizer as well, because when you clean through big or green Bryn, most of the time you'd go through there right away first.
Yeah, because it's just a free item in vanilla. Yeah.
So, sometimes it's like Varia because that's 4 steps ahead of what you should be, because you should have wait for that or something. So it was always like a good tech to break then too.
Yeah. Okay. Apparently it's not in logic without high jump. It's still very doable if you know the trick with the turnarounds to slip past the ceiling there, but
I believe it is though if you have speed in hard, unless they change that, because there's a setup with speed as well.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah. Definitely one of the ones I was scrolling through the logic pages and I was like, oh wait, this is really different. I've never done this before.
It's in logic with ice. That's very creative. Freeze the big hopper and jump off. That also seems terrifying because that thing hits hard. He does a lot of damage. Techno with a good solid Ridley fight. He's moving on with his life.
Yes. 2 bosses down for Techno, and he's got Charge, Plasma, and X-Ray. The best. So the Ghost will be around 1 round.
He could have been soft locked without PBs. I did not notice that, but yeah, that's.
Ooh, that is.
Does anyone know the statistics or the probabilities of power bomb drops on bosses? It seems to me like they drop power bombs like almost 90% of the time if you don't have any, or if you're missing some. Depends on your current loadout. Interesting.
Yeah, I know you can get health bombed, but that's about all I know.
Yeah.
If your health is too low.
Yeah, if you're below 30 health, that can be very dangerous if you need drops, because it's pretty much guaranteed to drop all health. Although I did learn recently that the health alarm starts at 30, but health bomb in terms of drops starts at 29. So you can be at 30 health and be getting the alarm and still get regular drops.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it happened to be at Kraid in a any percent run. I'm like, wait, what? I thought I was gonna get health bombed. I'll take the supers, thanks.
Oh, that makes sense now. Because I've had a couple runs like that where it's like, yeah, I shouldn't have gotten fucking drops there. Oops.
Greg scanning the Bryn map. He spotted a major off in the distance.
I'm still getting out of Red Ship.
Ooh, that's an unfortunate yapping maw grab. Take a lot of damage from that acid. Because it's really important for Techno to keep all of his tanks. I don't think he can afford to be down 100 health out of his 1700.
Yeah, he might not have enough.
Yeah.
He might grab a couple more tanks before he goes to.
Yeah. Draig going for the speed booster damage strats on Dragon. Much respect.
It is so hard to hit that without high jump.
Oh yeah, I never even considered that.
I always have such a hard time. I'm in this position. I feel like I'm just. Yeah, you're never high enough. It seems like.
Yep. Draig is out of ammo, but he's got charged plasma. He should be able to still make quick work of this boss fight.
Right. Dragon's already in the red. Or
Yep.
pretty close to a good red.
I want to say it takes, what, 10, 15 shots total to do the fight with regular plasma?
I want to say, yeah, rate it. So rate it, like 13, 14, I think.
Yeah.
That sounds right. Okay, yeah, so 14 shots would do it. Had to pull out the calculator.
Nice. We love maths.
Yes, math is good. Dragon is down, and then Techno walks into the back of Mother Brain. Ooh.
Oh, okay. So Mother Brain is in Meridia. So we're just looking for Kraid and Phantoon, yeah? Which we might have spotted them already. I haven't been paying close attention when they flash their maps for 2 seconds. Don't these runners know we need to see stuff? Think of the commentators. Draig finally picking up that Various suit, so he is comfortable with all of the boss fights in the game probably at this point.
Yeah.
So at this point, it's a matter of who finds stuff first. Techno has found Kraid, so Phantoon is the only one missing.
Yep. I don't believe we got the map yet for this, so this could be a Meridia with Phantoon then as well.
Could be.
Very nice, quick kill.
All right, Draig, please don't go up for the GT Major. That's just X-ray. You don't need it. Oh, he might be going for it. He's probably thinking... Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. I just noticed this is how accustomed I am to the random map tiles, but Mr. Draig is actually playing on custom map tiles where Techno is playing on vanilla.
Yep. Which it's funny because Wreck Ship Shaft looks almost the same because it's in the Kraid Attic tile set, but then I start seeing cracks in the floor where there shouldn't be. I'm like, wait, what? That's not right. Using a little cheeky spring ball action to get across these crumbles. Let's go.
I think he's actually going to pick up charge, right? Yeah, charge is to the left right here.
Oh, I didn't realize he didn't have charge. For some reason, I thought that was earlier than it was. So no, he's not quite ready for all the bosses. He just needs charge, which he's about to get.
Yes. No, for some reason I thought he had charge too. And then I was like, wait, his map's not clean up here.
I feel like I've done that in every commentary block so far. Either I assume they have charge when they don't, or I assume they don't have charge when they do. I've just not been good at keeping track of that for some reason.
Yeah, it's so hard to keep track and like, especially if you're doing it by yourself. Luckily, we've got this very nice tracker helping us. Sarah Jets.
Woohoo. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you very much. Keeping us on track. Sorry, that no pun intended, but even knowing it wasn't intentional, it just sounded terrible. I hate myself for that. All right, Techno about to hit the map for Meridia. It is a left-facing map, so there's a good chance this is Fantoon. So he's just going to be peeking all the right doors, because if it is the Fantoon map, Fantoon is guaranteed to be here. One more right-facing door, I think, in Business Center here.
Weird room layout, but yeah,
It is Fantoon.
Yeah, that's so great.
All right, have we spotted ship yet?
Yes.
It's right there, east of Norfair. Yep. Trying to remember what the connectors were. So yeah, Mother Brain was in Meridia. Ship was in Norfair. Excuse me. I can't remember how far that is. But people in chat, since we now Techno's basically in go mode, be thinking about your guesses for how long you think the escape timer will be. Yeah, Draig having to go AFK. Unfortunately, that's a reality of racing sometimes. Sometimes life happens.
Yeah.
Maybe he had some flooding in the basement. I know someone yesterday who was having some trouble with that. Hopefully it's nothing that drastic, but... My tomatoes!
Oh, gosh. So Techno's getting the map here. Gonna find his way back to Mother Brain. It doesn't look like there's a farm or a good runway to Mother Brain, so...
Yeah.
I wonder what he's gonna do here.
Ooh. Yeah, because this is definitely an interesting spot in a lot of races, where if you don't have Ice Beam, and I didn't spot if Techno has a runway. Oh, there's ice. Never mind. I had to say it.
Bailout. Bailout. Yep. Never mind.
So for the Mother Brain fight, if you've ever played this game before and ever finished the game, you probably know that you're supposed to take out these red pillars before Mother Brain. They're called Zebatites, but those tank a lot of ammo. But we have two methods of doing what we call Zeb skip, where you can. Okay, he's got runway anyway. Where you can skip past them. One method uses Ice Beam, and the other is what Techno's doing right now, where you use Speed Booster, charge a Spark, go diagonally up, and then you can clip through. And you can see after you skip the first one, the others just don't spawn in. But that can be a big time sink in some races. If you don't have Ice or Speed Booster to skip those Zebs, you have to burn a whole bunch of ammo on those, which often means you need to kill all the Zebs and then go farm all your ammo back and then go finish the fight. Fortunately, he got both options. He could have speed skipped, or he could have done Ice if he failed the speed skip first try. Didn't carry a spike suit. What a coward.
That was nuts. A little faster Mother Brain fight. We got a 600 damage beam instead of a 450.
Damaging down. Just don't take a triple, quadruple hit or something. Chain damage. That would never happen.
Never.
I don't think anyone would ever accidentally damage down too much during a race. Could never happen to anyone, especially not in like a late round of a tournament bracket.
Never.
Never.
Mr. Draig is finding Fantune right now. See, 130. Drocky with 125.
Yo, 130. Dang it, I keep forgetting to tell people to guess. But GG for anyone who guessed 130.
I forgot as well.
We were too busy trashing on people who mess up the damage down.
Exactly, yep.
Yeah, that's the more important thing anyway. You got to get your priorities straight.
That is too funny.
Yeah, Techno making quick work of this escape. Really clean movement.
Very nice.
Oh, don't forget to save Techno. That's important. Save early, save often.
That's it. If WX fan was here, he would be proud.
Yes. Save the animals. Ooh, yeah, we should do that too. Is it even possible to save the animals in a seed that doesn't require saving the animals?
I would say that comes down to like very specific luck on the animal placement if it's on the route.
Mostly I'm just wondering, would the animals even spawn if you found the room and had time to do it?
Get your GGs in chat for TechnoWaffle. It takes first round of this best of 3.
They do spawn? Okay, thank you, Divine. So that would be the ultimate swag. If you were in a race and the animals just happen to be close to ship and you're just like, you know what, screw it, I'll save the animals. Why not? And welcome back, Speed Gamers. We are here with Game 2 of TechnoWaffle versus Mr. Draig. The players have chosen to play the random objectives category. Random objectives is a slight misnomer. Maybe it is, but it isn't. Because we start off by the players banning they ban one objective that they do not want to be in the objective pool, and then they each pick one. In this case, I believe Mr. Draig picked Crocomire and TechnoWaffle picked Ridley, and then the final 2 objectives of the 4 will be randomized from the remaining options. So we will find out once our players pause and check the menu what those objectives will be. Yeah, it seems like the people love Croc, so it's gonna be a fun seed. And we are off to the races. Starting in Criteria with an immediate door to Norfair. Interesting. A little bit of Main Street. So we're gonna need some water movement before that's in logic. Techno going for an immediate wall jump to get up. I don't think this is in logic, unless that changed very recently. Draig going down the elevator, so some immediate divergence. Okay, Techno saw the hot room and was like, nah, maybe it's not this way. Quick and easy map, so we get some information. Oh, Techno peeked the objectives. I didn't see it.
Metroid 4, I believe Kraid.
Okay, Metroid 4 and Kraid. We got a couple majors here in Criteria. Didn't seem like there's anything too crazy here, but there's a few important things. Ship is here in Criteria.
You got GT, a major on the other side of the ship, or Screw Attack Run.
And I think there was a major in the southwest as well. I didn't see what it will take to get there.
There was a Metal Pirates in between there, and it looked like the Bug Farm room that sort of mimics Ridley room.
Yeah, okay. Bat Cave. That's the name of it. Okay, both players immediately getting gravity.
First item.
Techno does know that Main Street is up top of that elevator. See, he might go straight there with that gravity suit. But that major down in Southwest is gettable. I think it would need one tank to be fully in logic. But I think it's possible with nothing. Just barely. Yes, they do need to kill Mother Brain after the 4 objectives. It's basically the 4 objectives take place of your standard boss fights in the normal settings. So normal settings, you need to kill Kraid, Phantoon, Dragon, and Ridley. But you can replace those with with a bunch of other objectives. The pool being bosses, which we know, mini bosses, which is like Crocomire, Botwoon, Spore Spawn, things like that. And then there are pirate rooms, so things like Metal Pirates in Lower Norfair, or Pit Room, which is like the old Mother Brain Room is what some people call it. Or Mini Kraid Room is another one of those. Then there's the 4 Metroid rooms from Torian, and then there are the Chozo statues rather. So think Golden Chorizo, Bomb Chorizo, Acid Chozo, and Bowling Alley. Techno finding Morph Ball in Precious Room, so no more worries with that. Okay, Draig is gonna go up toward Main Street. Oh, Techno finding bombs as well. That's not great for Draig, because again, the longer you go without finding Morph, the further you are behind, usually.
Yeah. Looks like Techno's gonna go back for those, try to get some missiles and maybe an X, I think he can get now. If he falls down the sand pit.
Okay, in Main Street we have super missiles for the speed item and a reserve tank in the little crab hole. Crab tunnel, I think is the proper term for it.
Oh, okay.
So if it wraps around, that gives him a reserve, which might give him more easier access. Oh, okay, I got mixed up. I thought West Ocean was back in Criteria. This is the same direction Techno went, so Draig is about to find his Morph Ball.
Not too far apart. There we go.
Oh hey, Draig is at 30 health. That means he gets the alarm and not health bombed.
Oh man. Okay, Techno finds his first missiles.
Okay, Draig about to get his bombs, which I'm sure he will be very grateful for. Nice mock ball to get out of that tunnel. Because that block is shootable in the southwest of West Ocean. So you can shoot the block, use the morph to get in there. But if you're too slow, that block will reform and you have to shoot it again before rolling out. But if you're quick, like Draig just was, you can get a mock ball and get out of there before the block reforms and save that little bit of extra time having to shoot it again. Oh no. Everyone loves the fish.
He's not too far back, but that is a good 40 seconds or so.
Yeah. He has the information though, so he can regain that ground fairly quickly here.
Problem with that is though Techno's got his supers already.
Yep.
Enemy tank. Just going. Ooh. Gonna go for the double bomb jump instead. With the D-boost. That D-boost is really hard off that Ripper.
It really is. There is another one you can do where you can bait the bugs up and deboost off of those. It's a bit slower, but a bit easier. but it's still not easy.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Techno opting to... Okay, he is getting that X in Mission Impossible. This could be power bombs, which would be nice. Supers is also pretty nice here.
Yes.
Because it's almost never bad to get more super missiles, as long as it's not, you know, a 5-minute trek.
Exactly. If you're not going too far out of your way, those are more than worth it.
All right, Draig was struggling a little bit with that wall jump, so clever use of gravity jump to just make it an easier way to get out of that room. But yeah, those fish are so scary when you're running across the bottom of West Ocean. That's why I tend to just morph, and just roll across the bottom. So see right there, if you run on top of that slope while the fish is coming down, you're just in for a world of hurt. So rolling across the bottom isn't the fastest option, but it is safe. So I usually just am a baby, and I'm scared. So I just do the safe option.
Techno making short work of the metal pirates.
Nice.
Retained most of his health. And ammo, really. We'll be able to get to see what this major is over here.
Careful, Draig. You took another fish hit on the way down.
Crabs. And the fish.
No. That is, yep. We've all been there.
That is really hard.
Yeah, that is rough, but some of these rooms are just very dangerous, and it just takes a lot of experience of dying to that stuff enough times that you remember where all the enemies are in these rooms, because these Meridia enemies in particular hit really hard. I'm not sure, does the crab, I think the crab one-shots you if you don't have a suit, but even with a suit it still does like 60 damage, I think. So it's like you have to be extremely careful. When you're in one hit KO, slow is fast. Yes, 100%. Yeah, and that's another of those things, and it's tough about racing, especially if you're in a situation where you know your opponent has more experience than you. You can feel pressured into needing to move faster in order to keep up with your opponent. But sometimes that pressure and that rushing that you're doing to try to keep up can push you into making mistakes because you're doing stuff you're not ready for. Yeah, another crab hit right there. This is a very dangerous room, and yeah, the more mistakes you make, the more pressure that's on, and it just kind of spirals in terms of your mental fortitude.
For sure. I've definitely been there before myself. It's like you take a death, you know the death was at least a couple minutes. You take another death, and then it just keeps spiraling your mistakes because you're trying to go faster and faster. Yeah.
Main Street in particular, though. Yeah, going down Main Street, though, in particular is really tough because, like, there's so many enemies that are kind of randomly placed on the way down, and they're moving back and forth. So, like, until you learn the safe routes that you can fall down the room, it's a massive pain getting down that room, even if you are taking it slow.
It is so brutal.
Okay, please, Draig, please go find a save, please.
Where's the save?
Oh, Techno. Okay, he almost got grabbed there. That would have been a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Techno, what are you doing? Techno, this is very unsafe. I mean, he's probably done this a lot. He knows how you're supposed to do it, but I get very scared in this room.
Oh, yeah, but he's look at that. He's got a built-in air conditioner. It's over. He did give Aria, so it's.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize
that
he had
suit
Aria.
is, yeah.
That helps a lot.
Yeah, if he didn't have Varia, I would not be taking those maw
Mm-mm.
grabs. Those are deadly. But it's still not great either. He doesn't really want to get grabbed. It's a little time waste and health that you don't really want to lose at this point.
Yeah.
Mr. Draig making it to his first Supras.
Draig getting a little frustrated with his bomb jumping, which is understandable. Yeah, bomb jumping in any Metroid game is tough. Personally, this one took me the longest to learn. It's hard to say why. I think maybe it's because like the morph ball falls more slowly than it does in some other games. So like for me at least, I found other games it's easier to just learn a rhythm for it and just follow the rhythm to do your bomb jumps. This game, I feel like that actually doesn't work as well for me, where I just actually watch where the previous bomb was placed, and then I place the next bomb slightly above that as I'm falling, and I just watch the morph ball like very closely to calibrate that timing. And I'm not playing by a rhythm. I'm just like reacting to how fast the morph is falling.
There's PBs at Mama Turtle.
Yep.
Speaking of bomb jumping.
Yep. This is not. This is one of the less fun bomb jumps because if you mess it up, you fall right down into Mama Turtle and you're probably dead.
Yep.
Because she does, I think, 200 damage with no suits. It would only be 50 at this point, but it's still a lot.
Okay, not bad. Mr. Draig found his Varia already. Definitely trying or making up some of the time.
That's interesting. I've never heard someone mention the Ridley music for infinite bomb jumping. Because that song is in 5/4. It's not even in an evenly measured tempo.
I believe I heard
Only for
Oates
doubles.
say it
Interesting.
on his Kaizo run for one of the SpeedGaming or Games Done Quick, maybe something like that. I feel like he said that before because there's
Oates,
a lot of double bomb jumps you have to do in that hack.
Yeah, I think Oates usually says lower Norfair is the rhythm he uses.
Oh yeah, lower Norfair. Whoa, what did I read? Ridley fight music. Oh.
Yeah, that's why I'm just like, huh? Because that's bump, 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 bump. Wait, is that the right? Or is that just... That's Escape. I want to say Ridley uses the same thing.
Yeah, Ridley music's different. Oates definitely said the lower Norfair. That's the one I was thinking of. My bad.
Anyway, back to the video game. We found Mother Brain. No, that's Croc. Never mind.
Oh my gosh. There's 3 majors. We have... Oh yeah, that is Croc. Got me confused with the symbol there.
I see a long objective marked room, and I assume it's Mother Brain because 99% of the time that's what it is.
Just put in your headphones for those.
Okay, Draig discovering it's just missiles in West Ocean and deciding to give up on that IBJ. I would do that too.
I wonder if Techno's gonna go over to Big Pink then. Try to get those 3. Or just go for ammo. He's got everything.
Yeah.
Unless it's speed locked, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Because he's got a can fly, he's got both suits, he's got bombs, he's got both ammos. The only thing he doesn't have is a way to kill Ridley and Mother Brain.
Okay. Well,
So he needs charge, or he needs a lot more supers.
yep.
Oh, that always feels really bad when you try to shoot Croc and it hits his like jaw or something, and it just doesn't do damage. Okay,
Yes.
okay, Techno, don't run out of ammo here. Okay,
I love shooting them from the ground. I have a hard time not doing it from the
yeah.
ground. But it's
I used to
interesting, Mr.
struggle.
Drag. I'm sorry.
No,
Mr. Drag
yeah.
found a different set of power bombs than Techno did
Okay.
for his first set.
Well, that's
That's
good to not have to follow, because like that's one of the things is if someone is already ahead of you, the worst scenario is if you're just following in their footsteps, because it's really hard to catch up if you're both doing the same thing. Whereas
exactly yes.
if Draig has found a different path forward, there's a chance that that path is faster than the one Techno took. So if he's gonna make a comeback, I would be hoping for something like this where he finds a different set of power bombs or something.
Right. Usually, most seeds, I feel like it's very uncommon for that to happen unless you see
Yeah,
somebody breaking logic. But
yeah.
yeah, it's cool.
It's very impressive how they have built this randomizer to punish you so hard for trying to break logic. Like it's one of those things where it's like I don't know how it does it to just be like, oh, you happen to access something you weren't supposed to access. It will never be the thing you need, whether it's power bombs or supers. Even though you would think that should be pretty common, just finding an ammo thing where like you shouldn't be able to get to, but no, it almost never works out that way. So
Maybe we have
fortunate for
another brain.
Drake that it did. We
Yes.
have located Mother Brain in Norfair. Oh, it refers to it as punish for being good. What if you consider being good knowing how to read the seed and the logic? What about that?
It's harder to break logic in these sort of seeds, whereas I've noticed like in the expert seeds,
Mm-hmm.
like the expert challenges we play, it's
Yeah.
like you just break logic and you win.
Yeah.
Or where these you will miss a suit
Mm-hmm.
potentially, you'll miss high jump boots required for some room, which is very very different. I
Charge
would
beam
say.
for Techno. So he's technically go mode here, but I
Go
don't think
mode.
he wants to do a 300 shot Ridley.
No, I mean somebody, but yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I did, and I think Divine pointed this out earlier, but that's probably more due to the challenge setting than the expert setting of of how that works. Because
Oh, okay.
Tricky works hard to try and keep you on a specific path, um, so that the game opens up somewhere in the middle of the game. Whereas challenge settings works even harder to say you have exactly one path forward. And I feel like because it's trying to be so restrictive, then it only like there's only so many options it has to place filler outside of the zone you're working with. So
Right.
I don't know. This is me just puzzling through why challenge might be that way when tricky is not. But
I could definitely see that.
yeah,
That does make sense.
it doesn't quite. I'm not quite putting the pieces together in my brain, but like I can see the beginnings of the logic for why that works.
Finding Torian here attached to Big Pink. Oh, Spore Spawn. Yay. Techno's
Bospo!
gonna try to go around Spore Spawn. Ooh, and yeah, he should be good here. Bomb jump.
Oh, he's gonna have to bomb jump up Red Tower. Everybody's favorite.
Doing these
Yeah.
doubles. Good
Yep.
start.
if you didn't know, by the way, those rippers, those flying croissants, as I like to call them, can be killed with either power bombs or super missiles. So if you're in this position, because like if you're trying to bomb jump up this and dodge the rippers along the way, you're just gonna have a miserable time. So just wall jumping up a little ways and throwing a power bomb can go a long way to making your life easier here.
Mr. Draig fighting Fantoon. So we'll be able to see what's in his area. I believe he went to Meridia, maybe? From Norfair?
Nope, he's still in Norfair. So the
Oh, this is
Norfair
just
map
all
is guarded
Norfair.
by Fantoon.
Okay.
Okay, we see Ridley over on the east of Torian.
Ooh.
And again, Techno's not quite in the place he wants to be for doing that fight, so he might just go to Meridia right now,
Ooh, there's
and hope to find some supers and such.
Kraid with a major behind it.
Okay, so we got some interesting divergence here. Draig has found Kraid and Mother Brain, while Techno has found a Ridley he can't comfortably kill yet. And I don't... Has either runner seen Metroid 4? I don't think so.
I'm not sure. Actually, I don't think we have.
So that... At this point, I think the question of where is Metroid Room 4 is probably the biggest pinch point here of who is in the lead. On the one hand, Techno, I think on the surface you would say Techno's in the lead still because he knows where Ridley is, and Ridley is very far away from Mother Brain. Whereas Draig, he has the information from Mother Brain, which helps out. But he still, even if he knows where everything is, he still has to go kill Ridley all the way off in Torian and then come back. The one saving grace would be Techno, not knowing where Mother Brain is, could go off on a wild goose chase in a bunch of other regions, and waste a lot of time there, just not knowing where stuff is.
Right.
Picking up some more power bombs for Techno. He can now Crystal Flash, unless those are supers. I'm pretty sure that's all power bombs. Wave Beam for Draig. Not the thing he wants to see, but that does mean that's one more beam that Techno does not have access to for Ridley.
Right. Which he's definitely getting better. 40, 15, but he wants to have still a little bit more to make it
Yeah.
doable and half fast.
Yeah, so right now I think it would be if you exclude the power bombs, it would be about 100 shots. Trying to
That's
do
crazy.
some quick math here. So let's say 8, 23. I mean, with the power bombs, Techno's pretty close to being able to kill Ridley already, actually. Because power bombs do 200 damage per hit, and there's a chance that they double hit. So I tend to just average that out to 300. So you can say two power bombs is worth one super, roughly speaking. So doing some math, it's like, he has the equivalent of 28 supers in terms of Ridley, so he would only need to do 2 supers worth of charge shots, which I'm not sure the exact math on that, but it's not as bad as it could be. I think if I'm Techno and I see one more super pack, I just go for Ridley and hope I can find some beams on the way to Mother Brain.
Yeah.
Because there's still a lot of video game that Techno doesn't know about yet. He still needs to find 2 more objectives and Mother Brain. Yep, there's that super. I feel like Techno should go for this.
Yeah,
Maybe
probably now. I could
probably
definitely
grab any
agree.
other X's in the area, but I think you just kill Ridley here. It's a slow fight, but it's a fight you can do.
Based on what we've seen, I think it's going to be in Criteria. Or Metroid in 4. I don't think we've seen. Have we seen Wreck Ship either? Maybe not.
I don't know. There's Brinstar and Criteria. Well, okay, so we've already seen Criteria, but Draig now has Brinstar access. So we'll see if Metroid 4 is there. That could be good for Draig, potentially.
Yeah. There we go.
I find it interesting that Techno's not leading off with power bombs here. Maybe he just doesn't want to use power bombs at all. Because that's still like what, 50 shots? Yeah. Because there's a setup like in the very beginning of the fight where you can just kind of lock Ridley into a set pattern by doing wall jumps and power bombs. I don't know. I mean, it looks like Techno's getting it, so maybe there's a setup later in the fight that still works. I haven't really experimented much with it. But yeah, so it's set up right here. If you wall jump in the right places and put the power bombs in the right places, you can get Ridley just to kind of hover in one spot, and that makes it much easier to get potential double hits on those power bombs.
Right. He's already got him red. That was a really nice setup.
Yep. Is he dead? Techno's acting like he's dead. Yeah.
Yep,
GG's Techno. That was a very, very solid Ridley fight for the equipment he had. Very well done.
I think he missed only 1 missile and like 1 power bomb double hit, maybe. Other than that, it was spot on.
Okay. Okay, so Draig is now covering some of the ground that Techno's already done. Getting charge and grapple. So Techno came through Bryn to get to Torian. So
that's what
Draig
I thought.
So Draig will get to Ridley slightly better equipped than Techno was because he has Wave Beam at the very least.
Right. And then that should be Criteria as our last area. For the next area, I believe.
Techno trying to do lava dive here. This is not in hard logic without high jump, but it's very doable if you're good at these wall jumps. He got hit by a fireball the first time up. Oh, and he fell again.
He's turning on grav. That's an interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Normally you would do this trying to wall jump with the Very suit without turning grab back on, but I guess he's just trying to save a little bit of health.
Yeah.
But I feel like that makes the wall jumps harder. So it
you gotta be like less of a timing.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Oh.
Come on, Techno.
Yeah, the real struggle here is one, getting around that little wall monster called a Nami Hay, and also not getting shot by his fireball. And he's gotten shot at least twice, which is, yep, and there's another one. Oh, okay. Yeah. Techno has to go somewhere else now and refill. Because he will die if he tries it again.
That feels bad.
So is that the only way out from Ridley? He's got a farm right here, but...
Yeah, I want to say so.
Yep. Oh, that was... Okay, this was actually pretty smart by Techno. He saw there was a tank up there and he left it behind so that in this scenario where he needs health back, he can just go back and grab that E-tank instead of farming.
Nice. That would be a painful reserve. Oh gosh.
Oh, we got hit again. Yeah, this wall jump can be very rough because again, you gotta find a way to work around the timing of that, but also you have the pressure of getting all that heat damage in the lava while you're trying to do all of that. But Techno does finally make it out.
Yeah. If you miss it the first time, I feel like it throws off the fireball sequence and it makes it just sort of the opposite.
Yeah.
Can throw you off worse.
Oh, this is a little scary for Draig here. He went down Greenbryn shaft using 2 power bombs because there's a power bomb door and he needs 1 power bomb to get out. I didn't see if he has a good way back. He has watering hole, which is potentially more power bombs and it's a farm because that's a double item. But I believe these bugs have a 4% drop rate for power bombs, so this could be a little sketchy.
Definitely not good.
Yeah. You can get out through Mickey Mouse? Okay. Alright, so Metroid 4 is the big question mark here. And
okay, so we haven't seen Meridia or Criteria. There's Meridia, at least. Going up. The map is up left. Ooh, Everest. Is it going to be kind?
I feel like the best case scenario for Draig here is if Metroid Room 4 is fairly early in Meridia. Because then, for Draig at least, he has full info when he finds that and he can just turn back. Whereas Techno in that instance will probably get baited into going deeper into Meridia, trying to find the rest of the bosses, the rest of the objectives in Mother Brain, which could burn a lot of time and give Draig a bit of a comeback, if not a lead. But at the moment, Draig is stuck farming power bombs, which is really, really not fun in this room. Yeah, I think at this point he should just bail and go through Mickey Mouse. This is one of those situations where knowing the quality of your farms and like what enemies drop what items is really important, because if I'm in this scenario, I see that and I'm just like, I'm going straight down Mickey Mouse. I'm not going to depend on a 4% drop to try and get out of here. But if you don't know what the percentages are on those item drops, you can get baited into just trying to farm that for way too long and then still having to go through Mickey Mouse anyway.
Yeah, ammo management is such a big thing in the beginning of these when you only have 5 power bombs.
Yep. Draig also has much fewer missiles and power bombs than Techno had at this point, so that could make Ridley a little extra frustrating. But Draig has the added benefit, again, unlike Techno, that he knows that Mother Brain is in the opposite direction, so he can, with some confidence, go past Torian into Meridia and then grab some stuff there and come back and do Ridley on the way back. Techno didn't have that information, so from his perspective, he just had to kill Ridley here while he was here.
And he knows that Meridia is the edge besides, I think there was 2 majors and a few X's. So he just reset out of that.
Yep. So, and I guess we still haven't seen Metroid Room 4, so it's just a hunt for the last objective at this point. And hopefully Draig can get a quick enough kill on Ridley here.
Little high five from these guys. Yes.
And again, that wave spazer goes miles for that Ridley kill. Because I want to say charge by itself only does 60 damage per shot, whereas wave spazer, I want to say, does about 180. Please, people in chat, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, that's 3 times the damage. So in this case, it would be about a 50 shot Ridley if you just shot the 15 supers, which is still not an easy Ridley by any stretch, but it's much more reasonable than 300 shots or 150.
I almost want to say it's something weird, like 220 maybe. I could be
Maybe.
wrong.
I know it's less than 300 because ice brings it up to 300, but
yeah, ice brings
210.
210. Okay, tickle.
Spazer ice is 180. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so it would be closer to 40, 45 shots then. Just some quick estimate math.
Yeah, should be just fine for Mr. Draig. He's got the 15 supers as well, so. I feel like the 15 supers always give me more confidence. It's like when Ridley's turns red. Oh, okay, we're good. Turn on the supers. It's over.
Yep.
Don't miss.
That is a huge pressure off when you don't have to count during the Ridley fight.
Yeah.
So again, for those who don't know, Ridley will turn red when he is at half health. And normally if you have super missiles, if you have enough super missiles, it takes exactly 30 of those to kill him. So what we can do in a lot of cases, if you have 15 or more super missiles, you can just fire charge shots without counting until he turns red, and then you just fire 15 supers and he's dead. If you have less than 15 supers, you might get to red and be like, okay, now I need to hit 10 more charge shots, and then on top of that, I need all of these supers to hit. And that just puts an extra pressure, extra strain on your mental stack of things you have to be thinking about. So having these extra supers goes a really long way.
Miz has a good point. If you did know the X Factor strats here, it might be worth it. At least start the fight off that way.
Because so an X Factor will put out 4 projectiles, and each of those is worth 300 damage, which is essentially half of a super missile. So for every full X Factor hit, you're saving 2 super missiles in the fight. Nice with the power bomb strats. Let's go. That last one definitely double hit. I don't know if the ones before did. All right, now just throw your charge shots until he's red and finish the fight. Yeah, Draig definitely looking pretty comfortable with the Ridley fight here. It's always good to see. That is definitely one of the hardest things about any form of randomizer or speedrunning of Super Metroid, is just knowing and being good at getting past Ridley.
Very nice nip. One super away, and nice.
And got the grab. Let's go. Very good Ridley fight from Mr. Draig. So Techno is fighting Fantoon, which means he is in Norfair. Which is interesting to me, because he still doesn't have Metroid Room 4. Which makes me wonder, where the heck is Metroid Room 4? This entire race is just going to come down to where is Metroid Room 4 and who finds it first. Because It looks like Drake hasn't killed Croc yet, but I assume he knows where Croc is, because that was in Brinstar, I believe. And I feel like he should have gone through Brinstar by now, but maybe he didn't. But if he knows where Croc is, that shouldn't be too much of a stretch for him to go there.
Yeah.
And then it's just about finding Metroid Room 4. Whoever stumbles on it first has the lead. Yo, quick first try lava dive. Let's go. We love to see it. Yeah, Draig definitely showing he is no slouch and he knows a good amount of stuff for this randomizer. That's not something every map randomizer player knows, is how to do that lava dive with no high jump. Yeah, both Ridley and lava dive are very impressive from Mr. Draig right now. All right, Techno making his way down to Kraid, and then we'll see where he goes, hunting for the last objective. No, there is an Mother Brain too. That you're thinking of Metroid objectives, which is a separate category from random objectives.
Right. That one is the only one in the tournament that has that setting.
Yep. Yeah. Well. Yeah. No. Techno still doesn't have an extra beam right now.
Yeah, he's running on charge.
So if I'm Techno, I'm still looking for supers. But maybe he's just trusting that he'll find some more beams on the way to all the other objectives.
Or more X's.
Wave is here, but Techno doesn't know that.
I'm doing the backup. Nice.
Yeah, so what wave charge does, I think 120. So that cuts the shots he'll have to do in half. Okay, so Draig is exploring Meridia right now. Eventually he'll get the bad news that there is nothing here in terms of objectives, and then we'll see where things go. So Techno is still in the lead, but both runners still have to find this last objective. Techno's ruled out more things, but that doesn't mean he's guaranteed to find it first.
Right.
Wreck ship has not wasted space today. Yeah, wreck ship always has an objective when you skip it, but if you don't skip it, it never has an objective. That's the rules of map rando. Better to learn it now if you didn't already know. Wicked Schrodinger, that's a good one.
Oh gosh. So right now, I think Techno's a little in the lead, considering Draig went to Meridia.
Yep.
But still very close.
Yeah, but Draig is about to get this map. He's got to be careful with his power bomb management, but he has bombs, so he should be fine. He's about to get this map, which will tell him The Metroid room is not here, in which case it's who gets to wreck ship first. Which Draig does also have to kill Croc, which is going to slow him down a bit.
Right.
But Techno is already on his way there, so this is looking like a strong win for Techno. It's not insurmountable at this point, but
Yeah.
he's definitely in the lead right now. Imagine Speedlock M4 with speed back in Meridia. Was there a major in Meridia? I didn't see.
Gosh. Yeah, there's like 3, I think.
Ooh. But we've already seen Mother Brain, so I don't think it is speed locked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that could be bad. But that's the only thing that can hold Techno back now. Other than that, it's I think his race to lose.
Techno would just X-ray climb Decor Room or climb Supers. Yeah. Don't forget Frog Speedway, though.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be bad.
How many random objectives are there in total? I want to say 15, which is strange because you would expect a number divisible by 4, but I think one of the categories only has 3 for some reason.
Yeah.
Is Spospo one? I'm pretty sure, yes. So Frog Speedway in Bryn, yeah. Draig struggling a little bit with his big pink super missile, but he gets it. That shot is, from what I understand, pixel perfect, but also there are multiple pixels that work. It's really weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something. My guess is the 32 by 32 projectile grid, and you have to be on a specific pixel within that grid or something. Totally me guessing, but yeah, like you can have a spot where there's a very specific pixel that works, and then 2 tiles back from that, there's another specific pixel that works to hit
And we have a
that
speed
super
lock
missile block.
in Wreck Ship with Batoon Hallway.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
So it
Oh,
could.
that's
I mean,
interesting.
we don't know.
Which
Oh,
both
there it
runners
is.
skipped. Both runners
Never
skipped the
mind.
same majors at this point, so that's
We
not
got
great for either runner. But
Metroid Room 4 right now, and Techno's done.
okay, yeah, all right.
Bailout. We have
Bailed
a
out.
bailout.
We were hoping. We were copiuming. We were coping. I don't know. We were trying to give Draig the best opportunity, but no. Techno got lucky. Has nothing to do with his skill, obviously.
No, not at all. No, he played
He just got
really
lucky.
well
Yeah, he did.
all the
He
way
really
through
did.
this.
All right, so Techno is just trying to get back to Norfair as quickly as possible. Probably thinking about ammo and farms here because he doesn't have a way to Zeb skip. He doesn't have speed or ice, so he's gonna have to kill the Zebs. Unless there's some forbidden X-ray tech that I don't know about.
Yeah, I'm not too sure on that, but I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, Techno does have
I mean,
waves, so like, I guess he wouldn't have to farm. It would just be a really long fight, like 150 shots, I think.
Yeah, it'd definitely be a long fight because he'd have to waste basically all his ammo here.
Yeah.
to get through the Zebs and break the glass for MB1.
Yeah, because I think you can do 4 super missiles, which is slightly inefficient, or I think you can do 2 missiles and 3 supers to break each Zeb. So that'll leave just about 40 missiles left over, and then a handful of supers.
Yep.
Is a refill not far from Mother Brain? Okay. Yeah,
He has to
that.
make that. Oh, I guess he's got wave. Never mind. I was like, he's gonna have to make the wave gate shot, but no, he won't.
Nah. Yeah, that's something I feel like I struggle with a lot sometimes is end game routing and managing ammo toward the end of a race if I don't have a way to Zeb skip, because there's so many times where it's like, okay, well I have to kill all the Zebs and then I need to farm again so I can break the glass, and then at that point it's just like if you don't find a good option for farming ahead of time, it can really snowball out of control and you can lose a ton of time.
Yeah, I feel like I have a hard time with that too. Certain seeds, for
Yeah.
sure.
It's one of those things where it's like you can really get a lot of benefit out of planning that out ahead of time. Like as soon as you see Mother Brain, thinking about, okay, what are my Zeb skip options? What are my farm options? If you're doing that ahead of time, it can pay off dividends later. But it's just one of those things I'm never thinking about when I'm in the middle of the seed and I see Mother Brain. I'm not looking at what's around Mother Brain. I'm just like, she's here. Okay, this is where the game ends. That's all I need to know. And
Right.
that's, I don't know. It's hard for me to figure out how to manage that space in my brain so I can do that efficiently.
Right, because you're trying to think about routing at the moment and like not really worried about the farm later
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Okay, Techno's just going for majors here, which is understandable. Again, we're talking about Zeb skip. If he just finds ice here, that becomes a non-issue. So I don't know how far out of the way these are from his current path, but either way, Plasma goes a really long way. Also, immediately finding Plasma after
Oof,
Spazer, classic.
pretty much. Oh my gosh. That's it right
Okay, yeah,
there.
he's done.
You should
Yeah,
have
he's done. He's
no.
good.
What is this one?
Nope.
Oh, that's ice to put on top.
Yep. No problems at all now. The luck on this guy. Oh, impressive deboost. Let's go. That one is very difficult.
Oh,
I
dude, I hate that one.
Yep. I had an expert race, which was my only expert race that has been restreamed on SpeedGaming so far. And I'm pretty sure I spent 2 of my 3 hours on stream failing that particular damage boost because it was required.
Well, at least you were up there. I was down below that, trying to struggle with the grapple jump over and over. I think
Yep.
that time.
It's very telling that we both remember exactly what I'm talking about when this was like 2
Yep,
months ago.
pretty much.
That one was rough.
It's burned into our brains now.
Yep. Oh, did Drake miss the room? All right, here we are, Mother Brain. Yeah, this doesn't look like a place you would get the speed skip, even if he did have speed. So, very lucky for Techno that he found ice there. Very fortunate, shall we say.
Yes. Nice down back.
Yeah, so one thing I've learned to pay more attention to recently with these Zebs is, or these Rinkas, is it can be tempting to think, oh, that Rinka is missing me. Maybe I should just let it go. But the Rinka being on screen actually generates quite a bit of lag. So you don't so it slows down your missiles, so it actually loses time to let a Rinka just go off screen. But speaking of Mother Brain, get your guesses in for the escape timer. Mother Brain is here in Norfair. Ship was in Criteria. Do with that information what you will. I don't know. I haven't paid
Like
super close attention to the connections.
145.
145, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm feeling 155.
We got a lot of 2 minutes in chat.
Yeah, I think 2 minutes is reasonable. Maybe you and I are both conditioned to expert escapes, which have much tighter timers.
Oh gosh. Let's see.
150.
150. Who is that?
I don't see a one. Oh, there it is. Aquazilla.
Oh,
Let's go.
Aqua.
GG's
Let's
Aquazilla.
go.
You have won approximately 37 and a half internet points. Congratulations.
Nice.
Techno skipping the reserve. He's losing cool points for that.
Blasphemy. Blasphemy.
It was right there in his face too. He could have just held right for a couple more frames and he would have had it, but no, he chose to skip it. Shame, Techno. Shame.
That's it.
All right, Techno making his way down Main Street. Ship was not far, if I recall, because we're going to hit the elevator that we started in, and then I think it was just south a bit and then east.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, just a couple doors more, and Techno's going to finish with about 30 seconds left on the clock. Very, very clean, efficient escape from Techno here.
Yeah.
And that's time.
GG's in. Techno gets a 2-0 sweep here.
With an official race time of 59 minutes and 39 seconds. Very, very solid run from TechnoWaffle. And again, GG's to Draig as well. That was a really good race. It really came down to where the final Metroid room was and who found it first. Draig still had to do Croc, which would have taken him a little extra time, but he wasn't that far behind, all things considered. And welcome, Techno. Congratulations, GG's.
GG's.
Thank you. GG.
Well, we'll wait till Draig has a chance to get in here before we get into too much specifics. But overall, how did you feel about that race, Techno? Those two races.
The first one, I felt like I did pretty well. I was very scared about this second one. I was terrified. I can't begin to describe. After Croc, I thought, I should probably go to wreck ship. And I made the stupid decision of, no, that's pointless. I'll go do these two other zones. And then I shambled trying to do the high jumpless lava dive. I don't know why I failed that so much. I haven't done it in a while, but yikes. That was something. And then having to run all the way back without speed to go under through Gauntlet, and then get back to wreck ship and stuff. And then I saw that the map was blocked by Botwin Hall, the Metroid one, and I was like, if the room I'm looking for, if Metroid Room 4 is locked behind that, I'm gonna be so mad.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
It's
we were
very-
all screaming speed lock at that point after you skipped those majors, and then
Yep.
he ran right into it. It was like, oh, no, that was awesome.
It's because I saw all the majors and I was like, oh no. And I saw the tube and I was like, this is my last chance. Please be Metroid Room 4. And yeah, just very, very lucky. But yeah, GG.
Welcome in, Mr. Draig. GG's. How did you feel about those races?
I mean, if I'm being honest, they went better than I thought they would for me. But firstly, GG Techno, yeah, definitely that was fun. I haven't done a race in a very long time, so this was coming in pretty cold for me, and it was a lot of fun.
Nice.
I kind of zoned in on the map in that final area and just discovered what I missed. But yeah, no, it was fun seats.
Yep. Yeah, you definitely did pretty well on that one. It was close at the end for sure, because you both at a certain point only had the Metroid objectives outstanding, and you had been to actual Norfair first, so you knew where Mother Brain was. You had already killed Kraid, whereas like Techno was off killing Ridley, getting bare minimum equipment to do that. So it was one of those situations where it's just like none of us know where Metroid Room 4 is. So Techno's gonna have to come back. He might find Mother Brain and Norfair, and then it's just who finds the Metroids first is kind of the story of the seed, is what we were looking at. Unfortunately, Techno did actually get there first, but it was pretty close toward the end.
Well, no, I'm happy to hear that. Like I said, I'm quite out of practice, and even though I'm pretty sure Techno would have comfortably beaten me, even if I was in practice, it's still good to know that I wasn't crazy far out there, and hopefully that'll just get a little bit better as the tournament goes on.
Yeah. And speaking of, Mr. Draig is definitely not out of the tournament yet. This is a double elimination gold bracket, so you have to lose 2 rounds to be out of the tournament. But also we have, in the fighting game community, we would call them redemption brackets. We have a copper bracket, a bronze bracket, and a silver bracket. So even after you've lost your 2 games to be out of the main gold bracket, you still get another bracket against people who all had similar records of win-loss. So you still get to play out even more games after losing 2. So there's still a lot more map random to play here for both of these players.
Yeah, I will be seeing people in the copper bracket.
Have a little faith in yourself. Come on.
No,
At least give yourself the chance. Come on.
No, let's just have fun with it. Let it go. See you in the copper bracket. Let's get all the guys who enjoy to just run in for stupid reasons right down there.
All right. How'd y'all feel about the first race? That was a Gravity 9+1, right?
Yeah.
That was interesting. I've never run a Gravity 9+1 seat before, so I mean I'm not particularly familiar with the logic on any of these settings at the moment.
Yeah.
But that was wild to me. Like I knew what it was, and then Techno said in the race chat what it was when it was picked, and I was still just like, what? What? Why? Why am I starting with Gravity Suit when the seed loaded up?
Yeah.
So it's just but no, it was fun. It was definitely a bit more challenging to work out where it wanted me to go on that first one. And I know Techno said in the race chat that they got lucky. I'm not sure how much luck versus skill was truly involved there, but I'd be interested to hear their thoughts as well.
Well, I did a major overlook in the end game. So after I'd fought, because I can't see on the map here where we started. It was it was around here somewhere, I think. When we found, I went down and found Plasma, by wreck ship, and I did a spark across, and I found Ridley. And I was like, oh, that's good to know, but I can't do anything. So I reverted, didn't collect plasma again, and then I went up to Bryn, and this is so stupid. I get the map, and then... Wait, where's the map? Oh yeah, I get the map, and I see, oh, there's 2 mages here, or 3 mages. If Charge and X-Ray are here, I'm gonna be so mad because I can't microwave Dragon because I left plasma behind. So I grab one, Spring Ball. I have 2 power bombs, and I immediately forget I have Spring Ball. I'm like, I can't get through the Key Hunter room. I have to go farm more power bombs. And then as I'm entering the room, I'm like, wait, I have Spring. I'm an idiot. So I get one, it's X-Ray. I'm like, oh no. And I get the next one, and it's Charge. I'm like, oh no. So I go over to Dre. I almost die, I'm pretty sure. I activate my reserves, I know that. I don't remember what major.
I think you had 2 reserves. You took the double hit because you triggered the reserve, so you had 120 health before you finished off the fight.
At least I had space.
You were definitely making me nervous there. For sure.
Yeah,
I was like, no, Techno.
Well.
I was like this.
I'm gonna be fine. I'm not gonna save before Dragon. I can do this. I was terrified. I was like, no. But yeah, I was happy with that. And then obviously I know Plasma, I know Ridley, so I go all the way back, and then I do Ridley, and I realize as I'm fighting Ridley, oh, I should have like really tried to get the spark through Gauntlet because I have 1 power bomb. And I can't get back. I need like 4 at least to get out. So I need 2 power bomb drops from Ridley. Otherwise I'm soft locked and I have to restart. And when I see those 2 power bombs at the top of the drops, I'm like, I'm saved. Oh my goodness, I was so happy. So I got out, and then I needed more power bombs, so I had to farm and stuff. But it's when I went down to Meridia, I saw bowling was there. And I was like, oh, well, there's a bowling connection, which means because of how it lines up here, Big Pink is going to go to the bottom of bowling where the items are. So I'm just going to go down right and try and see where it loops around to the map. I find Mother Brain. I'm like, oh, great. And then I go down, I blind into Kraid. I'm like, oh no. And I go across, I dead end, and I'm like, oh my gosh, have I just completely overlooked top right? Like, did I remember bowling wrong? Spoiler, I did. So I go through, there's Fan 2, and I'm like, I cheese this. Like, I played so bad, but I lucked into Kraid. It's a slower play overall, but I'm just an absolute idiot. Oh, and then I luck out because I found ice at the bottom of Big Pink. I did have speed. Yeah, we get speed at the beginning, so I could have done the spark thing anyway. But I it was a very silly one. It's not too bad in overall. Did you go to what was it, Criteria, like by the ship on that first one?
I don't remember. I don't think so. I don't remember. But I'm going to be honest. You've clearly thought about the seed a whole lot more than I have, because my thoughts on that first seed after hearing your whole thing was, ah man, I'm glad it wasn't only my Dragon that sucked. So yeah, I remember Ammo killing Dragon, which was fun, and then yeah. I don't think I dipped into my reserve tanks for it, but it was not a fast fight. It was not a fun fight, and then I instantly found X-Ray and Charge moments after killing Dragon. I was just like, well, there we go. That's clearly how that was intended to be.
Yeah, I was a bit silly, and I kept doing Shine Sparks, and I was like, my health is going down. It'll be fine, and it's. I think with high jump I would have been more confident, but yeah, that at least it wasn't a suitless. At least we had gravity, I think, because without gravity, I'm not a massive fan of Dragon, if I'm perfectly honest.
Suitless Dragon is pain.
That's
Did you have
fair. I
grapple?
think I'd have been
No,
up for it if I'd had grapple. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's easy mode basically on Dragon. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. Having suit for that was good. I do remember actually seeing Dragon when I found the map, and my first thought was, well, I definitely don't want to have to backtrack because that's just free time I'm giving Techno. And then looking at the timer at some point and thinking, why is Techno not finished yet? so so I guess I wasn't feeling bad about the seed. I just wasn't feeling like I was having a good run of it.
Mm. And with the second one, you went to Norfair. I mean, we start basically next to Norfair, but you did all that stuff like earlier on than I did, apparently.
So I was a bit back and forth in the initial going between Norfair and wherever we started.
Yeah.
Until I gathered a couple of items, and then I had a bit of an explore around Norfair.
Yeah.
Which also then got me frustrated because I had to backtrack to fight Kraid because I just skipped straight past him. But I was like, I'm looking at some majors, some X's, I'm looking at some empty circles on the top of the map, and I'm instantly thinking, oh look, there's a B down there, let's go. I was just like, I'm just gonna go. I was like, it's gotta be go, otherwise this seed is not going to go very well for me at all. And I'm glad to hear that it went better than it felt like it was going. But yeah, no, the first race was a reminder of what racing SM is for me, and then this second race was very much trying to get myself back in that mindset, and still staring at the race room, being like, "Why is Techno not finished yet?" And there was a point, I think it was about 50 minutes, and I looked up and I was like, oh man, either Croc or I can't remember whether I'd seen Croc at that point, but it was either Croc or Metroid Room 4's got to be way out somewhere. And I was just like, oh man, this is either going to be a really long slog to find it, or it's going to be lucking into it. And like a fool, I didn't think, oh, vertical room, go straight up when I found the Meridia tube. So
man.
I was zoned in on the map, and I was like, head back to the right, see if we can get to the map, and go from there. So, but you know, even that's the fun of it.
Yeah, we didn't find bombs, did we? So you can't really get to the top of West Ocean at the start.
I did find bombs on the second seed. I can't.
Where that was.
I'm sure they were really close to the start. I don't remember off the top of my head.
I think Morph was Precious Room, and then bombs were bottom left of West Ocean.
Yes,
I think that's how it was.
that is right. Yeah.
Oh, well, okay, yeah. So it's power bombs that I had trouble with.
Yeah, power bombs were late for both of you, and you both found different first power bombs, which was unusual.
What I'm looking at here is at the top of West Ocean, like going towards the map. There's two. I didn't see what the first X was, but the one on the right hand side was power bombs. So I assume probably you got that and then went towards the map in Norfair.
Yes, that sounds right.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
sounds
that
right.
does
Power
sound
bomb
right.
pack and was it
Yeah.
Blue
I
Brin
was not
Taco
happy.
Tank Room?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, it was Taco Tank Room. I found my power bombs. Yeah.
Yeah, I as soon as I got was that morph there? Yeah, we got morph, and then I got bombs, and I immediately bailed down to C because I knew there were missiles. I could use missiles to get to the X, like underneath the ship, and then if that was supers, I'd feel confident doing the metal pirates for that major in the bottom left, which was Varia. So I did that loop around, and I got Varia, and I was like, oh, that's great. I'm gonna save at the ship, and I see Bryn is there, and like, I have heat protection now. Do I just go for it? And it did kind of go back to bite me, because I got locked behind Big Pink, and it's this really slow way through Gauntlet and Back Alley, and then you get PB locked, so you go down, and then I just keep blinding. I saw the the two like sandpit rooms kind of underneath Aqueduct, and I was like, oh, it's probably Aqueduct above me. I'm going to revert to the save and, you know, try and go up. I think I knew, I didn't think it was really high up. I thought it might be lower down and maybe I can access it from by the save. And then I blind into Mama Turtle and find my PBs there. I'm like, oh boy. Well, I mean, I'm very happy, but that's terrible. And then I go straight for the map. I see Croc, I kill Croc, and I think there's a pivot save here, but there's 3 mages. They're both speed locks, so I have to go the long way around. Do I save and go to right ship, or do I do the long way around, go get these mages, go to T and N, and hope nothing's in W? And I did this stupid play and skip W. It's like all the way around, I go to T, and I was actually kind of, I don't know how to describe my T. I gathered everything, and I went and did Ridley on, I think I had like 40 missiles, 20 supers, and like 10 power bombs. It was, I had charge, so I wasn't like worried I wasn't going to beat him, but
it was charge only at that point, right?
Yeah, so with the ammo I had initially, it was a case of, if I don't gather all these supers and like take a minute or two to do it, I'm going to be sat there for like 4 minutes trying to do 200 charge shots. And I don't want to do that.
Oh
So I went
man,
around a bunch and yeah.
I remember going into Ridley. I think I had 20 or 25 because I think I picked up 20 supers, I think it was, and 15 missiles, something like that. But I did have Spazer and Wave as well. And my main thing going into Ridley was like, oh man, I don't remember the beam combination for the damage. I was like, oh god, I'm gonna have to work this out in my head. And I'm like, how much does Wave do? How's it? And then I was like, oh wait, I'll just shoot until I've got 15 missiles left, wait till he changes color, and just pummel him with those.
Yep. That's basically why I did.
Yeah, the first probably 10-15 seconds of the fight, the entire time in my head I'm just going, right, what's how much damage is Wave, how much damage is Spazer, right, times that by 3, work out how many times I need to shoot him in my head, and then I was like, oh my god, I'm so dumb. And then it took me a minute or two to just get into the rhythm of actually shooting him. So
Yeah.
but
well, all of that was not obvious to us. It looked like a very clean fight, honestly. So very well done on that, Ridley. Even if your brain was a little all over the place.
Yeah. How was your lava dive? Like getting back through there?
So I had Varia gravity, and so I just did a gravity jump.
Yeah. How many attempts did it take you?
Oh, first time.
Okay.
Also
we'll
very
skip over
impressive.
What happened to me?
So, I think this is one of those things where, because I have a lot more experience outside of map rando, I'm very much used to having to lava dive.
Yeah.
So it's sort of, for me it's still routine. It's almost like riding a bicycle. I've just instantly gone straight back into it.
Yeah.
But I have noticed in the couple of map rando seeds that I've been doing that I haven't had to lava dive once until today.
Yeah, and it doesn't come up very often.
Yeah. So I'm not surprised that went a little bit rougher for you than it did for me, because that's the one of those few sort of moves that it's so common to see in a sort of standard rando, as it were. That,
yeah, for sure.
Just innate to me at this point.
Yeah, with obviously I have a bit of speedrunning experience, but obviously I'm usually, sparking or using space jump. With high jump, I can do the grav jump easy. And if I don't have grav, I can do like the wall jump, like climb around, like off the left side to the right. But without it, it was a case of, I know how to do it. I practiced it because I watched people play low percent ice. But like, I just completely, something switched off in my brain. I forgot you could just do it without turning grav back on. So I was turning grav back on, I kept bonking my head. I got down to like 50 HP or something. And I was like, I'm going back for the Ridley E tank. So I went all the way back, grabbed the E-tank and I went back and it still took me a few more tries and I was like, oh my goodness. It was something for sure, but it's something I need to practice. Yeah.
Unfortunate for everyone else that you got a move that you're so cold on so early in it and still walked onto the win, because I'm sure you got plenty of opponents who are coming up who could have exploited that much better than I could have.
No, it's unfortunate. I definitely think there are definitely places where I kind of got, like, especially with Metroid Room 4, if that was behind the Botwoon room, like I think I probably would have shambled so hard. Going back for the mages, which was it, ice, plasma, and something else. Yeah, it's weird that was the full beam combo. Because I didn't have much. I think I was just wave going to Mother Brain at the end, and then I'll check these two just in case, and then. Yeah, ice, plasma. Okay, full beam. That's lovely.
On commentary, we were kind of working out, okay, where is this farm? He's going to have to kill the Zebs and then maybe have enough to break the tank, but he might want to farm again to have a faster Mother Brain fight. And then you just blinded into ice and plasma. It's like, okay, never mind. None of that matters anymore.
Yeah, when you said about like doing N before me, I had a feeling like, do you pick up ice, plasma? Is Ridley going to be like way easier now? And as I was on escape, I was like, I feel like I haven't done well enough to guarantee, like, even with luck, that I can win. I was definitely in a headspace of I need to focus up here. I still, messed up a bunch. I think I failed the moonfall in Main Street at the end, like once or twice, but. You definitely had a chance. I do think there is potential.
No, that's fair. I think for me with that Norfair, I think the problem was the first match felt like it had gone very, very poorly for me, from my perspective at least. So in my head, I was like, if it's not on my way, I'm not getting it. And all of those majors were out of the way, so I was like, I'm not getting any of them. So I never found one of them, and it is one of those cases where they would have made a difference. It would have saved me time in other places.
Did you were you on your, like, when you got your power and stuff? Had you been back for Varia at that point?
Yeah, I'd had Varia for a while at that point.
Oh, okay.
I think. But I had it for a little bit, yeah. So my early game was running back and forth trying to figure out where I was going to get ammo from until I realized that I had gravity and I was able to get the E-tank and go through the sand pit to get quick access to the supers that were at the bottom. So yeah, it was weird, but it's also like the first time I've done one of the 4 objective ones, and that in itself is wild. Not looking for, like, because I killed Fantoon at one point to get the map there, and then instantly ended up resetting because I was like, I don't need to kill Fantoon. This is great. So I had fun.
No, I definitely haven't really been doing much of the random objective stuff. I think I might have done one. I had like bowling as an objective, so which means you have to kill Fantoon anyway, and it's like, oh, that's silly. But the hidden 5th objective is great. But yeah, it's like I definitely didn't expect random objectives. I was planning in my head. I was like, okay, item draft. What do I pick? And I see random objectives. I'm like, oh no.
So I'm going to be honest with you. I literally flipped a coin before we started.
Nice.
It was like that time picking. I don't know what seeds I like. I don't know what I have a preference for. I don't know what you're particularly good or bad at with it. So I was just like, let's just go total random, flip a coin, whichever one comes out. So yeah,
that's completely fair.
New strategy. Just you and your opponent both, instead of doing bans and picks and stuff, you just find a random number generator and pick your stuff that way.
I mean, look, if you're going to randomize it, you might as well randomize it, hadn't you? So
Yeah.
Exactly. That makes sense. Don't flip a coin at Oats. He'll have a crash out.
So before the final seeds were done, I was at one point lined up against Oates on the table, and I was going to be flipping a coin on everything. So he would be infuriated.
Yeah, in the like the first kind of draft for it, we were lined up for like a round 2 against each other, or like round 3, something around that. And I was like, "Oh, please stay like this. This would be so fun." And then like, more and more people joined. And
I was
we're
kind of feeling
opposite
the
sides
same.
of the bracket, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, man.
I think you are seeded to face him eventually, just not early.
Yeah, there's definitely potential depending on what
Yep.
happens, but it's not guaranteed. I was the night before the rankings were put in place. I attempted to sandbag, lose races so I can lose a specific amount of points to be like swapped with Nevny so that I could be put against Oates.
That's
And
great.
I won like 6 races in a row, or 5 or something. I was like, oh no. I mean, it's good, but oh no.
I love this.
So, it's gonna
So
be
great.
That just
Well,
means
I-
we'll get it later in the tournament, so it'll be more exciting. It's fine.
Yes.
Yes.
If
I
don't
hope the
throw
trolling goes well.
accidentally. Yeah, this has definitely been a very fun set of races. I've missed the tournament stuff because it was what, like March, April time last year that this happened.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
about
The
right.
previous one, and I mean that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the seed against Nevdi where he got like 50-minute morph or something. That was hilarious. But yeah, amazing. I'm very thankful to everyone for getting this set up and stuff, and trackers, commentators, everyone, amazing job. I'm definitely gonna be watching this back like as soon as we're done
Yeah.
here. So
Absolutely do.
Yes.
It was a fun race to watch for sure.
Oh man.
And definitely, again, shout outs to our runners. Everyone go follow our runners. Putting that in chat. And again, shout outs, GG's, both of you guys, you did great. Shout outs to all the tournament admins and staff, trackers and everything. I'm right there with you, Techno. I'm really enjoying this tournament so far, and we're only a few days into it. I'm really excited for the rest of this. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. There's so much
Anything
more
else?
racing left to come.
Yeah. So much more. And anything else before we sign off?
For me, just also want to reiterate thank you to everyone. Thank you to you guys for commentating. Thank you to whoever has done tracking. I have not got the stream open, so I don't know. Apologies for that. But yeah, and thank you to the guys for organising the tournament because it's always fun.
yeah.
Thanks for doing comms with me, words, and
Thank you for joining me.
GG's again, both runners, and
GG.
let's go Techno. Nice moving up today. Very nice playing.
Thanks. No, this has
Yeah.
it's been great. Again, thank you to everyone for having this all set up. It has been a blast, and I look forward to my next opponent.
And thank you to all the viewers at home for watching and hanging out. We couldn't have streams like this without people who actually want to watch. So thank you all for being here. Hope you all had a lot of fun. And yeah, we'll be back with more Map Rando very soon, and we'll see you next mission.